Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the primary elections that happened on August 9th, 2022. We're just going to do a quick overview of who won, who lost, anything that really stands out. So we'll start off with Connecticut, where the Trump endorsed Leora Levy, I believe that's how you say it, won over the more moderate candidate. So that doesn't really matter though, because it's not really a competitive race. The Democratic Party is definitely going to win that one. Richard Blumenthal was uncontested. We have the Secretary of State. I don't think that this one's going to be competitive either. I think that that's all. I believe it was the governor. I can pull it up here. Yeah, on the governor's race, Vermont was uncontested, so was Stefanowski. So we'll move on to Minnesota, where in the special election for the first district, Brad Finstad won by about 4 points. There's arguments that this is a good sign for the Republicans, a bad sign for the Republicans. I don't really know. I kind of think that it's a net even. Not really a good sign or a bad sign. This is another one that stood out right here with Ilhan Omar. This race was not thought to be competitive, but apparently it came within 2,000 votes, or 2,400 votes out of 114,000 cast. So it was a bit more competitive with the Don Samuels, the more moderate candidate there. And then, of course, Brad Finstad won his primary. Jeff Ittinger also won his. So they will face off again later in the year. So Waltz won his race, and so did Jensen pretty easily. I don't think that was even thought to be competitive there. So we'll move over to Vermont, where Peter Welch won his primary very easily as well, and he will go on to win the Senate as well. And we have Phil Scott won the Republican primary pretty easily as well for governor. And even though Vermont is a very deep blue state, arguably the most or close to the highest percentage for the Democratic Party, Phil Scott is very popular there, so he will very likely win that race. And also Becca Balint, I believe that's how you say it, won the one U.S. House district, the primary for Democrat, by 60%. So that's not really a competitive seat either, so she will go on to win that. Then we move over to Wisconsin, where the Republican primary for governor was very competitive. But in the end, Tim Michels, the Trump endorsed candidate won over the more establishment or moderate candidate. And Tony Evers was uncontested. I guess we'll have to see when polling starts to come out on this. What it's looking like is Tony Evers was leading the polls by about 5 points, if I'm not mistaken. And then Mandela Barnes won the Democratic primary for U.S. Senate very easily as well. Most of the other candidates actually they actually dropped out of the race. There was still some ballots that were cast for him, say early voting or something like that, but he easily won that primary. And then Ron Johnson easily won his primary. And Ron Johnson, it is a very competitive race, but I believe that Ron Johnson will win this race pretty, not easily, but he'll almost definitely win it. unless there's a big change in the direction of the generic ballot and things like that. And there has been, but I don't think there's enough yet to change the outcome of that race. I believe that's most all of the major key races. So, alrighty, thanks for watching. If you like this video, like it, subscribe, and thank you.